Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It is January 2nd, so Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It's January 2nd, 2021, and if you're watching this, you've made it to January 2nd. I hope that 2020 gave you great promises, and I hope that 2021 holds new ones for you. We're up early. It's almost 6 a.m. I have to get headed out to a doctor's appointment, which hopefully is our last monitoring appointment. Today is day 12 of stems. We were thinking and hoping for tomorrow, but it's not going to happen. We are probably going to get Monday or Tuesday as a egg retrieval day, but we're approaching the end of the first lap of this phase. If everything goes according to how I'm thinking the calculations are with us retrieving, looks like 4 days after what he expected, because I needed a little extra time. Looks as though we're going to do a February transfer, which is fine. It's still going to be in the time frame where it's immediately after. There's not going to be like a whole 2 cycles that I have to wait for, because I have been hearing a lot of women say that they have to have 2 menstrual cycles before they get to do a frozen transfer. They started on the second one, and from my impression from my nurse, I will be doing mine immediately afterwards, like the very next period that I have after this egg retrieval will be when we start the medication to get my body ready for the frozen transfer. I'm very tired. I'm really hoping that this is one of our last trips of the day, that we go every other day to the doctor, because it's kind of grueling on my husband. It's grueling on me. It's taking a toll. It's just taking a toll. We get like not even a full day to really rest up. By the time we feel like we're rested up and can enjoy the day, we got to go to bed early and get ready for the next day. So we've been doing this the entire Christmas holiday. The kids have been out of school since December 16th, and we've been going at it very seriously since then. We started this process. If this is your first video, we started the process of the stems on December 22nd. I got my first period on December 20th. I went to the doctor December 21st for the baseline appointment, and from there we started the very next day. I had to get a few extra days of stems, because when she did my blood work on Thursday, I had plateaued. I'm not sure what my estrogen levels were, but she just said that they plateaued, and that just means that I need an extra few days for them to grow. They're looking for them to be at least 10 millimeters. I'm curious as to why they're only looking for 10 millimeters when I've heard that they need to be 15 to be mature. I guess Dr. Dawson Kaya has some tricks up his sleeves that, do what he got to do. But I'm believing in God and that everything's going to work out fine. We had 13 follicles at the last monitoring appointment, which was a jump from 11. But the ones that they're finding, the newer ones that they're finding, they are considerably small. So the likelihood of them having a mature egg in them is not going to be good. Which I'm not upset or surprised. So out of 13 follicles, if we end up with 6 or 7 mature eggs, I'm happy. I'm just trying to, get that one mature egg so we can get that one normal embryo, because he's only going to transfer over 1 anyway. So, yeah. So I will check back with you guys once we get there. I'm thinking that because of the time frame, I'm probably going to combine this appointments video and vlog with the egg retrievals vlog, just because I don't anticipate a whole lot of new information going on in this this appointment. I really just feel like she's going to take some blood. She's going to count them and do some blood work. And by the time I get home this afternoon, I should be getting a phone call telling me what's going on. Honestly, I don't think this after by the time I get home. I really feel like around 5-ish, or right before 5 or right after 5, I should get a phone call telling me what we're going to do, if we're going to trigger tonight, if we're going to trigger Sunday, and what time to be here on Monday. I'm really just don't like the uncertainty of some of these appointments, because you don't really know when you're going to go back in. Like, I'm glad that my husband's a retired Marine and he doesn't have to be to work, because if he was still active duty, I don't know if he would have been able to be freed up to take me to the egg retrieval appointment, just because of what his MOS was when he was active duty. So right now, he wouldn't have been home generally at this time of morning when he was active duty, because he left the house generally about 4 or 5 in the morning. So I'm just waiting on him to get out the house so we can get on this road, make this little 4-hour trip real quick, and get there, get in and out, and make this 4-hour trip back home. I honestly I feel like we're going to try to spend a day together today. I think he wants to get some seafood and just make it a date day. I don't know. But yeah, I'm ready for this to be over. So see you in the next phase.
Life so soon when me pull the trigger on you. Somebody tell me what I'm gonna.
Good morning. It is January 4th, 2021, and it's egg retrieval day. My appointment is in 35 minutes, so I'm just sitting here waiting for them to open up so we can go in. I didn't really sleep much last night. I did sleep some on the way here. I hear that when they put you to sleep, it's going to make you feel like you had a real good nap, so that would be nice. I got my little pineapple hoodies on, as well as some, check out the footwear, pineapple socks to lead up and kind of give me some little happy baby dust. They should be opening soon, because I've seen women trickle in and get ready to walk to the door. However, I don't need to be there until 8:30, so I'm not going to get out the car and walk in just yet. To say I'm nervous would say the least, but I know at the end of the day, the egg count is in God's hand. Everything's in God's hands. The egg count, how many are mature, how many fertilize, everything is in his hands. But this is the week where everything takes place for the next phase. So I'm just ready to get this over with and somewhat be comfortable for a little bit, if not a brief moment. I took my medicine just now. I'm not hungry. I was told not to eat or drink anything after midnight aside from taking my meds. So I did take my meds this morning. I will say it wasn't difficult not to eat after midnight, but it was difficult for me not to drink, because I tend to drink 2 bottles of water in the middle of the night. So my mouth is very dry, because I generally don't eat until lunchtime. So I'm not hungry. I'm just thirsty like the Sahara needs rain. I triggered on Saturday evening with Lupron and a Pregnal. I had a mini heart attack for 2 reasons. I thought that I had the pre-filled syringes, so they didn't tell me what the milliliters were or mLs that I needed to fill. Well, I was wrong. So I had to call them and ask them, and the doctor was able to tell me what to do. But then I also had a mini panic attack when I was mixing the medicine. So the Pregnal solution is in a jar, kind of like that, and it's full to the rim, and you take 1 ml out of it and you mix it in with the compound solution to make the injection. So I did that, and then when I got ready to mix the Lupron, I looked at the bottle, not looking that I hadn't popped the top off the bottle, but I looked at the bottle and I saw that it was half empty. And in my mind, I was like, oh crap, I used this to mix up the Pregno. And then I calmly stepped back and I was like, why would I do that? I've been very meticulous with the medicine. And I looked down at the 2 caps that I popped, and both the 2 caps that I popped were blue, and the cap on the freaking Lupron is gray, and the cap is still on the freaking Lupron. So, end of mini panic attack. The injections itself was not horrible. Giving them wasn't hard. The side effects they gave me were kind of horrible. I got immediate bloating. I did have headaches, cramping, emotions were everywhere. The trigger shots did give me nausea. So I'm ready for that to be done and over so I can take some anti-nausea medicine when I get home, because we have some at home. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get ready to take my jewelry off and leave it in the car, so I don't have it on my person when we get into the clinic. My husband's in the back trying to get some sleep, because anyone that has not watched any previous videos, you know that this is a 4-hour drive for us. So we get up in the wee hours of the morning, drive to our appointments, and we were definitely wanting to get here early today. So he's back there trying to get an hour's sleep. We got here about 7:30-ish. So, and he wants to walk in with me when I get checked in and be in there with me when I go through this process. And so see you on the inside while I'm getting together for egg retrieval day. So we're in the back, and they gave me these little things to put on. So this is for my hair, for my socks. This is my gown and a blanket. So yeah, let's get changed. Hey you guys, it's 10:31 and I am in the car. Egg retrieval is done. I'm still kind of groggy. The procedure was kind of, to me, uneventful. They gave me my IV. They gave me this nice little medicine in my concoction that kind of put me to sleep before they gave me the real medicine. So I really don't remember falling asleep. I just remember them strapping my legs into the stirrups. And it's kind of like the stirrups that you get when you're having a pap smear, but they have straps. And when I woke up, I was back in my chair in the recovery room. They said that they got 7 eggs. They immediately told my husband. I don't know what the protocol was. How did they tell you? They just, a nurse or a doctor came out and told you how many eggs I had?
The doctor came and told me. Well, the guy did, and the guy was.
So one of the doctors in the practice, my actual doctor, Yalsin Kaya, didn't perform the egg retrieval, which I'm okay, because Dr. Messon is, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. It could be Messon. It could be Meeson. I don't know. It's M-E-S-E-N. Dr. Meeson came in and he performed my egg retrieval, which is who did everything for me on Saturday. I was very concerned that I messed up the trigger shot, but apparently I didn't. I was expecting 7 great looking eggs out of the 13 follicles that they saw, and my husband said that they did get 7. I think that he said that they initially thought they saw 6.
Yeah, it was 6 on the paper, but he saw 7.
He said he initially saw 6 on the paper, but he took out 7. So that was a wonderful thought, because I kept saying yesterday when I met with our spiritual leaders, the Washingtons, well, not leaders, they're our spiritual guiders. I kept telling them I feel like it's going to be 7. If we could just get 7 healthy eggs, I'd be happy. So we won't know until tomorrow how many of those are mature, and they will fertilize our eggs today, right? Yeah, they're going to fertilize as many mature eggs as possible today, and beginning tomorrow and for the next 5 days, I can text the after hours number and tell them my name and request a photo of my embryos, and Dr. Yalsin Kaya or Dr. Meeson will go in and send me photos of my embryos, which I think that is going to be so adorable and cute. So today's Monday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday we'll know if we have day 5 embryos, and how many of the ones that made it to day 5 will determine how many we test for normal. So now we just hope that while they're meeting in the bedroom, that my husband knock it out the park and to inseminate all them bad boys. I'm kind of tired, and we're gonna go look for some food and drop off this prescription. So that's how the egg retrieval goes. I probably will come back once I know how many mature eggs we have in another segment in the video. But that wasn't very bad. My appointment initially was at 8:30, and it's 10:35, and I wasn't really in recovery that long. The plus that I like is when I opened my eyes and was coherent, they did have my husband sitting there. So I think that calmed my nerves. My blood pressure was slightly high, but she attributed that to me being nervous. And she gave me Valium. And apparently while I was under, my blood pressure was still fine because they didn't cancel anything. So yeah, maybe the pineapples worked.
Hi, this is messages for Sonia. This is Whitney calling from the lab at CFI. I'm just calling you to day 1 chart report. So yesterday at your retrieval, we had a total of 7 eggs, and out of those 7, 5 were mature for ICSI. So ICSI'd 5 yesterday, and today we have 4 that have fertilized correctly. We will check your embryos again tomorrow, and we'll call you with an update then to let you know how they're growing and dividing. If you have any questions in the meantime, please feel free to call us back so we can get those answered. If not, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks, and have a good day.